Here's how to put in a top rope and transition to lowering after putting up a sport climb to a 2-bolt anchor. Hello again, everyone. I'm Jason. Last week, we talked about some of the things that I and my kids focus on as we move up, leading a sport climbing route to help ensure we stay safe. In that video, I mentioned that we would do something separate on transitioning from climbing to lowering at the top of the route. We need a few techniques at our disposal in order to safely and efficiently deal with a number of likely scenarios. What all these scenarios have in common is that we are climbing to an anchor on a sport climbing route that has 2 bolts. And our goal is to make sure we are never being held by less than 2 systems until we are done with the transition process, what we call redundancy. Today we're talking about the first scenario, climbing to build a top rope anchor. We start this on the ground. Since we know we're going up to an anchor with 2 bolts, I can make my go-to quad anchor on the ground and have it ready and racked on my harness for when I get to the top. Check out the link below for our short on how to make a quad anchor. Once up the climb and at the bolts, I want to follow this sequence to stay safe. First, I clip a draw and run the rope through just as I would on the climb, but if possible, leaving the hangers free for my anchor later. Now I am on belay and working below my last piece of protection. Next, because I'm going to be up here for a few extra moments, I use a runner or lanyard to attach me, again, not to the hanger itself, with a locking carabiner. Now I am redundant. Next, I want to attach my quad anchor on the wall side of all the other material so I can easily clean everything except the anchor when I'm ready to go down, and so the carabiners we're going to rely on all day don't cross-load on the fixed hardware. Now I can clip the rope through the new anchor. It's time to ask for slack from my belayer, waiting my runner or lanyard, and I unclip from the quick draw. Now I can immediately ask my belayer to take, putting me on the top rope anchor so that there is now slack in my runner. If the system through the top rope anchor is taking my weight, I know I am good to unclip the runner and announce I'm ready to lower. In our next videos, we're going to talk about confronting different types of fixed hardware on our 2 bolts and how that changes our transition process when we want to lower after cleaning a top rope anchor or after simply leading to immediately lower. But it doesn't matter if you have links,
I'm at the anchor,
smussy hooks, or anything else when you are putting in the anchor. The sequence is always the same. Thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell. And you can check out our website at shortguysbetaworks.com to find gear lists, all of our videos, and additional thoughts and information. Do you have a go-to anchor at the top of a sport route? Is it the quad or something else? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you next week and keep on getting more out of that big outside.